I'm Chief Dustin Dossinger with the Dickinson Police Department. I'm here to deliver a community briefing for the officer-involved shooting that took place early Monday morning in North Dickinson. Though the incident remains under investigation, the following facts are as we know them at this time. On Monday, at approximately 1:14 a.m., the Dickinson Communications Center received several 911 calls from the Lincoln Meadows Apartment complex in North Dickinson. The callers reported a female screaming and a male assaulting her in the parking lot of the complex. One caller believed she saw the male assaulting the female with a knife. Just before police arrival, the male assailant took the female back into a ground-level apartment while another male remained outside. 5 patrol units arrived on scene within minutes and made initial contact with the male and the child in the parking lot on the east side of the complex. A female continued to scream and yell from within a ground floor apartment unit. Within moments, a single gunshot was heard by officers coming from within the apartment. 2 Dickinson police officers ran to the patio of the apartment unit and observed the male armed with a handgun in the living room area of the apartment. Commands were given to the male to drop the handgun, but he did not comply. The male discharged a handgun, and the officers responded by discharging their firearms at the male. The male was struck by officer gunfire and was fatally wounded. Several children were inside the apartment. Other officers began to rush them from the scene. The female victim was also located inside, suffering from a gunshot wound believed to have been caused by the male. She was also removed from the apartment and was rendered aid on the scene. She was later transported by ambulance to St. Alexius Hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The other male located in the parking lot was later learned to also have been assaulted and injured by the male. One of the children removed from the apartment also sustained a cut on his foot from broken glass. A Stark County Sheriff's Office deputy transported the male and the children to the hospital. The scene was secured, and the North Dakota Bureau of Criminal Investigation was called to process the scene and conduct the officer-involved shooting investigation. This is common practice among North Dakota law enforcement agencies. The officers involved in the shooting are on standard administrative leave, which is also common practice. At this time, we are releasing the information regarding the deceased male in this incident. He is identified as 35-year-old Xavier A. Kilby of Dickinson. Xavier had previously been in a relationship with the female victim, and there were prior incidents of domestic violence. A restraining order prohibiting contact with the female had been granted by the Southwest Judicial District Court on April 30th, but Xavier had not been located to be served prior to this incident. This concludes the factual portion of this community briefing. I want to finish by delivering several messages to those affected by this incident. First, to the family of Xavier Kilby. We offer our condolences for the loss of your loved one. Despite the circumstances, we recognize he was your son, brother, and friend, and respect the grief you are feeling. To the female victim, her children, and her family, we know the road to emotional and physical recovery can be long and painful. Know that the Dickinson Police Department offers our thoughts and prayers to you to begin the healing process. To the involved officers, the responding officers, dispatchers, and their families, I am truly proud of the professionalism and bravery displayed on Monday morning. It was a chaotic and extremely dangerous situation. We know and understand the stress you and your families may be experiencing, but know that your department and administration will emotionally support you every step of the way as you too begin to heal. To our community that questions how something like this can happen in Dickinson, it is incidents like these that remind us how dangerous domestic violence can be, and it can happen anywhere in America. Some victims may feel trapped in an abusive relationship and feel there is no way out. We encourage those victims to reach out to community resources such as the Domestic Violence and Rape Crisis Center or the National Domestic Violence Hotline. If you know of someone in an abusive relationship, encourage them to seek help and change their environment for the better. Hope always triumphs fear, and you are never alone. Thank you.